back again for our final day of writing our rough drafts. Let's jump in. All right, previously in this week, we have written our introduction paragraphs, our 3 body paragraphs, and today we're going to tackle the very last step, the conclusion. All right, conclusion shouldn't be too hard. You've already done all of the major work. The job of a conclusion is to briefly review the information given, to wow the reader, leave them wanting more, and you want to accomplish all of that again in 3 to 5 sentences. All right, so let's review what we have. And again, mine is kind of fake because I've only written 1 real paragraph, and then I've just copied it over and over. Don't do this. You will write 3 real paragraphs. But I will help you write a conclusion. And just for some help here, I'm going to copy paste my introduction, because you'll notice that the job of an introduction is very similar to a job of a conclusion. In fact, let's compare the two real quick. If a conclusion helps you review information, sorry, let's redo this. What was the introduction's job? It was to preview the information, right? We wanted to hook the reader, and we had to do it in 3 to 5 sentences. Versus conclusion, where we are reviewing the information, we're wowing the reader one more time, we want to leave them wanting more, and we're still doing it in 3 to 5 sentences. So here you can see how they're related. For sure, the trick is you don't want it to get boring, so you don't want to exactly say the same thing as you did in your introduction. All right, but it was still helpful for me to copy paste that introduction paragraph and look on it. All right, so I'm going to indent here. I'm going to keep that introduction close by so I can kind of remember what I said and I don't repeat myself. And actually, I'm going to come back, criteria for conclusion. I'm going to bring this back because I want to check it off as I go. And now you get deleted. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. My conclusion paragraph. Let's pretend that the paragraph I wrote is the very last paragraph of my body paragraphs. Their beaks, reading it back just to create flow. Their beaks are not always bright and colorful, though. They're gray during the winter and only shift into the distinctive orange in spring. Scientists still don't know exactly why this and so many other features of the puffin, and I'm going to list the features, their ability to see UV light and fluorescent beaks exist. Scientists still don't know exactly why this and so many other features of the puffin, its ability, of the puffin, its ability to see UV light and fluorescent beaks exist. It's kind of choppy. Honestly, on a final draft, I would totally change this and improve it, but for rough draft, that's fine. I get what I'm going for. And then I need to review some other information. What other information do we put in here? I've got that their beaks glow, that scientists were checking out the UV light, that they're orange and gray and everything. But I also talked about what a puffin is and eats and everything. The only way scientists will learn more is to continue studying the puffin in their native habitat. I'll be honest, I think the plural of puffin is puffin, but I'll look it up for my final draft. In their native habitat, watching what they eat and how they behave. All right, and then, so I don't have to say specifically what they eat. I would have already done that in my earlier paragraphs. I don't need to say they eat fish, right? I can just say that they eat, right? Perhaps the answer to all our puffin questions is, I want to say something about how, like, it's just around the bend, or sure, just around the bend. It's not great. Exclamation point, that'll cover up the awkwardness. But seriously, guys, it's a rough draft. Like, even I am kind of struggling for what to write. Just keep it short and sweet. Rough drafts, we go back and we improve for the final draft. I'm going to read back what I have written, and I'm going to see if I've reviewed my information, if I've moderately wowed you, and then if I did 3 to 5 sentences, and then I'm done. Scientists still don't know exactly why this and so many other features of the puffin, its ability to see UV light and its fluorescent beak, exist. The only way scientists will learn more is if they, you can do like general edits like this, is if they continue to study the puffin in its native habitat, watching what it eats and how it behaves. Yer. Perhaps the answer to all our puffin questions is just around the bend. And let's count the sentences. 1, 2, 3, by the skin of my teeth. I kind of feel like it needs another sentence, but nothing's really coming to mind to me, so I might wait another day and add it in later, or I honestly might leave it until I go to do the final draft after spring break and do it then. All right, I reviewed the information given. I, moderately wowed you. I think it was decent. And I did it in 3 sentences. I am good to go. Hope you guys have fun writing your conclusions. After you do, your paper, the rough draft of your paper, is all done. That was research for today, guys. Leave me questions in the comments and have a great day. Bye.